podcast. I am your host, Coach Jake. So let's bring everybody in. I wanted to talk today about wrestling's lessons for success. What's up, Nate Hinkson? Miss Yvonne. Miss Yvonne Swim School, man. You want to get good at swimming, or your kids want to get good at swimming, you know who to talk to. I hope you guys are doing great, man. I had a wonderful New Year's. Hope you guys did too. Spent it with my family. And for us, it's actually, I don't go out and party. I'm not into that. I'm not even really into New Year's resolutions, but I do like New Year's as a celebration. I don't know, man. What are your favorite holidays? My favorite holidays, I do not like Christmas. I do not like birthdays. I guess that makes me Scrooge. But I love Halloween. I love Thanksgiving. I love New Year's. What else? I like St. Patrick's Day. I think Easter's stupid. What's up, Johnny Cologne? Happy to see you. So today, wrestling's lessons for success. I wanted to talk about this today because I do coaching in both domains, that is grappling, submission wrestling, and business. Right? So by the way, man, I had a great workout today in HotWorks. Do you guys know what HotWorks is? I highly recommend it. I love it. And I'll tell you, you want to know my routine? This is my routine. I'm 50 years old. I got a baby face. I think I'm in pretty good shape still, despite all my crazy injuries. But yeah, my routine, pretty freaking easy, man. Let's do it. Start by taking I take a cold shower. That's what I did. I went there. I get into the gym about 15 minutes early, strip down, turn the shower on cold, do my Wim Hof shower, get the testosterone, get the nervous system online. So extreme cold, right? Then I step in to extreme heat because HotWorks has a sauna that's like a normal sauna with heat panels, but then also infrared light. So infrared energy as well. And I crank that up. So I'm doing a shower at probably 40 degrees, 35 degrees, as cold as I can handle it. I jump out, towel off, throw my my sweatpants or whatever, my shorts, t-shirt, run into the sauna, crank it up to 130 degrees. So I did rowing. I don't know how many of you guys, I love rowing. I never used to like rowing, even though I had a CrossFit gym, one of the first CrossFit gyms. Well, I think I was in the first 100 or 150 CrossFit gyms. It was called CrossFit Beach Cities way back 2006. Anyway, crank up the sauna to 130 degrees, row for 15 minutes, jump out of that sauna, jump into the next one, 130 degrees, 15 minutes on the elliptical bike, you know, like the Aerodyne bike you see. And then I jump out of that and I go and I do a isometrics class in the sauna at 130 degrees for 40 minutes. That could be yoga, straight up isometrics. Personally, I like to do the resistance bands because they won't let you take the weights into the saunas because of the damage, but you do resistance bands. Like I get the heavy blacks and it's a challenge for 40 minutes, dude. Then jump out, another cold shower, which is way easier when your body is that hot. I jump in the cold shower. It's like no problem. That first cold shower is a problem. And then I go work out. And so I calibrated the HotWorks app for the calorie counter with my wife got me a new one of these let's see, it's a Samsung watch, you know. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's got let's see here. We'll go here and then scroll down. And 1,250 calories. And that's about what it said on the app. So in an hour, I'm burning over 1,200 calories. It's fucking sick. It's fucking sick, dude. It's so convenient. It keeps me in great shape. And I also get the benefits of the cold shower and the extreme heat from the sauna. Yeah, I'm going to fucking live forever, bro. Telling you, that is the formula. Cold shower. I do 3 sessions at HotWorks at 130 degrees and another cold shower. And then I got my protein shake and I power that down. 50 years old, man. I'll be 50 this year. 2023 is my fucking year, bro. I found out at the end of the year that I work with Grant Cardone. I'm a licensee, certified 10x certified coach, mentor, speaker. Also I'm got hired by them. So now I'm what's known as a GC elite coach. I think you have to be in the top 1% of licensees to do that. Then on top of that, we had the end of the year awards, and I became, and this kills me, but I'm proud. I'm still happy. I'm the number 2 coach out of 400 plus licensees. I'm number 2. Kills me because I want to be number 1 so bad, but I'll take it, dude. Out of a competition at however many people, and I come in number 2, I'm happy. But that means my sights for 2023 are on number 1. Nate Hinkson says, I love the sauna cold shower combo. Dude, be with me, man. You're going to live forever. Do it. Do it. I try to do it. I honestly try to do it every day, but it doesn't happen. Let's be real. You know, I have a very, very busy life, and my time is fucking tight. So for me, one of the things that I struggle with, and just being vulnerable, just being real, and trying to do it now consistently, is wake up early so I can get that done and then still have a normal work day. Does that make sense? The problem is when I do that, I get up at 5 or 6 and do that, by 9 o'clock, I can't keep my eyes open. And the problem is my kids are 10, 13, and almost 16. My daughter turned 16 in a week, which is crazy. And they're not ready for bed. So I'm like, oh my God. And, you know, I try to get them to bed and all that early. Anyway, that's my own fucking thing. So let's talk about wrestling's lessons for success. Okay. Now how many of you guys have ever been to, let's say, like a folk style wrestling program, a practice? Raise the hands, give me a shout out, hit me up in the chat. By the way, you know, like, hey, what's up, Stellar Steven? Stellar Steven gave me a number 1. Hey, that's the love symbol. You love what I'm doing, send me number 1s, okay, in the chat. So, okay, Nate, you've done folk style. If you've ever done a folk style workout, which is like high school wrestling in the United States, collegiate wrestling in the United States, or I would also say like Eastern Europe, though, you know, these are the countries that really dominate historically, not England. Sorry, guys, as much as I love you. But the workouts are brutal. And that's just the warm-up, usually. Most people can't even do the warm-up, and then you wrestle for 90 minutes. It's brutal, okay? I'm just letting you know. Now, why would somebody ever do that? This is the crazy thing, right? So people wonder why. Why does a high school wrestler walk in, or a collegiate wrestler, and definitely like a D1 or D2 wrestler, walk into like a grappling or martial arts gym and just freaking mop everybody up without ever having taken a class in martial arts? Why? Because of what you go through as a wrestler. So have you ever heard of the term hormesis? Hormesis. And I'm actually going to Google that, but I'm going to go to my favorite source, the etymological dictionary, and they don't even have it. That's a shame. That's a great term. I guess it must be new. I wish I knew the etymology of it. I'm going to have to look it up in my Oxford English dictionary, which I bought. So now I'm looking at the definition here. Hormesis is defined as a dose-response phenomenon characterized by low-dose stimulation and high-dose inhibition. This is a bunch of fucking jargon. This is not a great definition. And has been recognized as representing an overcompensation for mild environmental stress. The beneficial effects of mild stress on aging and longevity have been studied for many years. Hormesis is a, hold on a second, man. I got somebody at my door and I'm alone, and he's here to help my poor mom who has a problem with her respirator. Alexa, make an announcement.
What's the announcement?
Hey, Mom, I am podcasting. You're going to have to let the dogs out and let your guy in on your own. Sorry. So anyway, and hold on, you're going to see how wonderful technology is here. Let me just address this. You can see it live and in person. Cameras. So let's go here. That might be our cat, actually. Anyway, sorry. So let me give you another definition that might be a little better. Are you guys familiar with the work? And by the way, this guy's a total douchebag. He used to be a hero of mine, but I've watched him on Twitter, and he is such a fucking blowhard. That said, I could, personality aside, ad hominem attacks. I'm not attacking ad hominem because I do think he has value. Nassim Taleb, Black Swan, Fooled by Randomness. I've read all his books. I've known about him before most everybody because I picked him up in his Fooled by Randomness book is where I first found him when that book came out back in that had to be 2001 or 2002, probably maybe 2000 even, because I was getting my graduate degree in financial engineering, which is where he is from. So we're similar in that regard. But dude, he's such a douchebag when it comes to like talking to people, and he's so guilty of like ad hominems. Anyway, his book is one of his most recent book is called Anti-Fragile, and that's basically the concept. I don't know why he had to go and make a whole new fucking term. Hormesis is the term for it. Okay, hormesis is a characteristic of many biological processes, namely a biphasic or triphasic response to exposure to increasing amounts of a substance or condition. Within the hormetic zone, the biological response to low exposures to toxins and other stressors is generally favorable. What this means is like it's an inoculation. So by me doing this extreme exposure to heat and cold, not enough to damage me. I'm not getting frostbite and I'm not getting burned, but like 130 degrees in the sauna and like 35 degrees in the cold shower stimulates my immune response. Fasting, intermittent fasting does the same thing, right? Like not eating for a day or two. You take like 2 or 3 days off of eating and your entire immune response like cranks up, dude. It's like the best way to beat something. That's why they say like starve a fever or whatever, right? So now, what does wrestling have to do with any of this? Why am I bringing this up? Because I believe there are massive lessons. I'm really big into personal development, okay, or self-help, like this idea of improving oneself, of trying to reach your absolute potential, and really you can't help somebody if you're in need of help yourself, right? Like the whole thing when you're on an airline and they drop the mask, they say put your mask on first, and then put the mask on your kids. You got to help yourself first so you can be of help of other people. I love all that shit. I love independence. I love the idea that you don't hear. When I grew up, you always heard these stories of like rugged individualism. I love that, man. And I wish that would come back. I wish that would start trending. So to the point, how is wrestling connected to that? Now, how many of you guys are I don't know how many of you guys are real savvy to this. Have you guys seen all the AI stuff going on? Do you know what I'm talking about? The artificial intelligence. I posted a link on my Twitter. Follow me over there. It's at and my name, Jake Shannon. I posted a great link there. I think I posted on my LinkedIn. Posted it on. I tried to post it everywhere. I think I definitely posted on my Facebook. Probably not Instagram because it's not great for that kind of stuff. But anyway. This AI, dude, this shit's going to change things radically. And I asked it, I said, hey, what are the benefits from a personal development and entrepreneurial standpoint of the sport of wrestling, right? What are the benefits of the sport of wrestling as it pertains to entrepreneurship and personal development? This is what it wrote, and I love this. So I'm banging hard on this AI. I love this shit so much. Okay, so it says wrestling's lessons for business success. Listen to this. Wrestling is a sport that requires discipline, dedication, and a strong work ethic. These same qualities are also essential for personal development and entrepreneurship. Here's just a few of the ways in which the lessons learned from wrestling can be applied to these areas. 1, mental toughness. Wrestling is a physically and mentally demanding sport. It requires wrestlers to push through pain, overcome setbacks, and stay focused under pressure. I mean, this is why I love what I do, because there are so many parallels between being a success in business and a success as a wrestler in particular, but I guess you could apply this to any sport. So mental toughness. When faced with challenges, wrestlers don't give up. They find a way to persevere. They also learn how to stay composed and make quick, decisive decisions, even in high-stress situations. I could be talking about entrepreneurship, I could be talking about business, and I could also be talking about wrestling, grappling, and fighting. Number 2, after mental toughness, goal setting. Wrestlers are constantly setting goals for themselves, whether it's improving their technique, increasing their strength, or aiming for a certain record. These goals help wrestlers stay motivated and focused on their training. In personal development and entrepreneurship, goal setting is also key. It helps us stay motivated, measure our progress, and stay on track to achieve our dreams. Number 3, time management. Wrestling requires a lot of time and effort. That's fucking the truth. Wrestlers have to balance their training with their schoolwork, family commitments, and other responsibilities. This teaches them the value of time management and how to prioritize their tasks effectively. These skills are also crucial for personal development and entrepreneurship, where time is often a limited resource. Is this fucking amazing? Hey, what's up, Diana? What's up, Gulam? Happy to see you, man. Got London in the house. Jay Espinoza, man, everybody's sneaking in here. Okay, and then after mental toughness, goal setting, time management, self-discipline. This is written by AI. How fucking crazy is this? It's better than I could write. I love this. Self-discipline. Wrestling requires wrestlers to follow a strict training regimen. That's not just folk stylers. You can look at the guys in India, in the Akaras, right? The Pelawans. Like, it's almost, basically it is quasi-religious. It's like Hanuman is like the deity present in these places, and these guys lead like almost a priestly existence. So self-discipline. Number 4, wrestling requires wrestlers to follow a strict training regimen, which includes eating a healthy diet. I'm looking at you. Getting enough sleep. I'm looking at you. And constantly practicing their techniques. This discipline helps wrestlers stay in top form and perform at their best. In personal development and entrepreneurship, self-discipline is also essential. It allows us to stay focused, avoid distractions. I'm talking to you, and make progress towards your goals. Okay. Number 5, wrestling's lessons for business success. Teamwork. You see, you only thought wrestling was an individual sport. Teamwork. While wrestling is an individual sport, how smart is this fucking AI? While wrestling is an individual sport, wrestlers often rely on their teammates for support and encouragement. They learn how to work together, communicate effectively, and support one another. These skills are also vital for personal development and entrepreneurship, where teamwork and collaboration are often necessary for success. In conclusion, the lessons learned from wrestling can be applied to personal development and entrepreneurship in numerous ways, whether it's mental toughness, goal setting, time management, self-discipline, or teamwork. Wrestling teaches us valuable skills that can help us achieve our goals and be successful in all areas of our life. First of all, fucking amen. That is the truth. Second of all, that fucking AI, I asked it that question and it came up with the answer in less than 2 seconds. Wrote that whole goddamn thing. Do you guys know what the Turing test is? This is where I get nerdy a little bit. Do you guys know what the Turing test? Anybody? Hello? You guys awake out there? Or are you just freaking zoning out? The Turing test was, Stellar Steven posted, is AI going the way of Philip K. Dick novels? Maybe, dude. Says, I was watching Blade Runner today. I mean, dude, like right now, it's just linguistically smart. Like I just explained, it can write things for you, all kinds of crazy shit. Go find that video of Jordan Peterson explaining what AI, the implications. It's crazy, man. Whether you like Jordan Peterson, who cares? I'm just saying, go watch it. It's good information. Um, Dude, it's getting to the point where probably in the next 2 years, it will be outfitted on robots. You know, like those scary ass robot dogs. Have you seen those fucking things? Or what's scarier to me, have you guys seen this stuff? I follow a lot of DARPA and these advanced research projects that they allow you to. Most of them are fucking secret and you never know about. But the drone swarms, this shit's like straight out of your nightmares, man. They unleash like 100 AI drones to try to follow you and maybe hurt you. I mean, they can put guns on this shit. Like, it's crazy, dude. Crazy shit about to happen. I mean, it could go Skynet, man. I mean, we could have Skynet right now. Like, for those of you who know all the Terminator shit, it's crazy. Crazy times. Anyway, hormesis, stress. There is such a thing as stress that is positive. There's also stress that's negative. Fair? So the stress that you want to put yourself under are like fasting. Okay? So you understand this. Our bodies were designed, like our bodies are fucking amazing. AI is cool, but fucking that shit's got a long way to catch up what our bodies could do. We already have fucking intelligence and we're in the real world. But beyond that, we could self-heal, repair. There ain't nothing that's close to this fucking machine yet. But you need to know how to operate it optimally. And hormesis is the key. Low doses of healthy stress. Again, intermittent fasting, cold showers, hot as fuck saunas, hard exercise. Hard exercise. Stop being such a fucking pussy. Oh, I got 10,000 steps. Dude, I burned 1,200 calories in an hour. Get your shit. And I'm 50. Shut the fuck up. Let's go. I mean, really, dude, I'm sick of it. You guys are like, and then you all want like fucking free healthcare and shit because you eat like shit at McDonald's and don't work out. Fucking don't take vitamins. Don't take cold showers. Don't fast. And you want me to pay for it with my hard fucking earned money through taxes. That's how that plays. I'm not saying you're doing that intentionally, but I'm saying that's what you're doing if you're on that fucking team. So fuck off with that, right? I hate to break it to you, but that's the truth. So wrestling's lessons for success in business are also lessons in hormesis or stress or what Talib would call anti-fragile. So something that's fragile, you apply a stress and it breaks. Something that's robust, you apply a stress and it resists any breakage. Something that in Talib's language, something that's anti-fragile, you apply stress and it gets fucking stronger. Goes back. I mean, so this is what bugs me about Nassim Talib. He's a smart guy, but he's such a fucking blowhard. And what woke me up to this, I thought he was so brilliant for years. And then I got wind of how he interacted with people and it really turned me off, but I was still like, okay, I'm not going to ad hominem this guy. But, dude, he was totally on the wrong side of all the vaccine shit. I mean, just on the wrong side. Totally. And it just really was a massive disappointment. Like, dude, you lost so much respect. I lost so much respect for you. Nassim Talib. But anyway, Kendo Jedi says, CWO, and Nate Hinkson says, there is advertising for apps for an AI girlfriend. Dude, that is like, if you get an AI girlfriend, and I mean this not in a derogatory sense, I mean this in a biological sense. You are a fucking loser, like biologically, like in terms of evolution and natural selection, If you go get an AI girlfriend, I mean, do the same thing. If you're like addicted to porn or something, you're like technically, from a purely biological, scientific standpoint, you're a fucking loser. Do you know what the purpose of life is? The purpose of life is life. How deep is that? I sound like the Buddha. The purpose of life is life. And let me explain what that means. What is life? Right? Let's go to my etymological dictionary. Let's type in let's just type in life. See what it has to say. The history of the meaning of the word life. Old English word. Okay, life. Old English. Dative, live. Quote, animated corporeal existence, lifetime, period between birth and death. Okay. The history of an individual from birth to death. Written account of a person's life. Way of life, good or bad. Condition of being a living thing. Opposite of death. Life is the opposite of death. Spiritual existence imparted by God through Christ to the believer, blah, blah, blah. Proto-Germanic, Liban, also source of Old Norse, lif, life, body. Old Frisian, Old Saxon, lif, life, person, body. Dutch, leaf, body. Old High German, lib, like liberation, interesting. Life. Properly, continuance, perseverance. Perseverance. Thank you. Sorry. The noun associated with live, to live, which is literally to continue, to remain, extended 1703 to inanimate objects, term or duration. So let's go through some of these, and I want to explain what I mean. Okay. There is I don't know what to tell you about this. You may disagree with me. That's fine. I don't care. It's fine. Sterling Willis. Let's see. What's he have to say? He's out on YouTube. Catch as catch can. For every action is a reaction. Okay. That's physics. Yeah, I'm with you. That's more Newtonian than catch, but I'll throw it in there. That's scientific wrestling. Okay. But let me tell you something, dude. If you go get an AI girlfriend, or you have porn and you're addicted and you can't actually get a real girlfriend, here's why you're a loser, biologically speaking. The purpose of life is life. I just read off this definition: to exist, the opposite of death, to persevere. Okay, persistence. So why am I being so harsh about this? Because you have to understand, memento mori. All of us die too. If you're alive, you will die. You watching this, your dog, your plant, your parents, your children, your cousin, Joe Biden, Donald Trump, everybody. Right? I've had many friends pass already. It happens. It's part of the deal. Okay, so if you don't get married and reproduce, that is not preserving life. Do you understand? You're losing the game of life. Because while your body and this shell, this meat puppet, is mortal and transitory and will die, when you find a girlfriend and you marry her and she decides to marry you and have children, mostly because she's been evolved to find a mate who can provide and help grow those children into functional human beings, who then can create children who could grow into functional human beings, who can then grow children into functional human beings. That's life. So while we, the individual unit, are not immortal, our genes have the potential, truly the potential, to live forever. There's a great book by Matt Ridley. His name's Matt Ridley. It's called The Red Queen. It explains biologically how we are merely, What is the adage that they say that a chicken is just an egg's way of making another chicken or another egg? An egg is a chicken a chicken is an egg's way of making another egg. Does that make sense? I'm messing it up, but you get my point. The point is that an AI girlfriend, you're going to be the end of the genetic line. The immortality, the life stops with you. You lose. The game that all of your ancestors played for probably millions of years. You got tricked because of some fucking screen and AI. And that is really what I brought up, the Turing test. The Turing test is when a human cannot tell the difference between an artificial intelligence and a human intelligence. And some of you guys are going to get tricked because you didn't think about this stuff. I'm just telling you, man. I'm not against porn. I'm not against AI girlfriends. I'm against you losing. So you can have all that shit, and there are plenty of people, especially wealthy people, especially people in aristocracies, like royalty, whatever the fuck that shit is. That's some bullshit. That want to depopulate the planet. And what I always say is that, hey, man, if you want to depopulate the planet, man, start with yourself. Put your fucking money where your mouth is and let's go. Cut your own fucking line. Don't fuck with mine. Got it? Life. Winning. Winning matters. So you may not... I busted my fucking ass. In fact, I pulled a Snoop Dogg when I got the award for being the #2 coach for the Grant Cardone group. You know, everybody's giving thanks and all this stuff, and I came up and I pulled a Snoop Dogg, dude. I said, you know what? I want to fucking thank me because I worked my ass off, and I still wasn't #1. That's my whole fucking brand. Okay, I try. I'm #1 in a lot of things. Okay, I mean that's why I came up with it. It's been a big thing that's influenced me because that's how I seek out my mentors. If I want to know something, I go straight to the top. And I try to find a few of people at the top to share their path, to share their wisdom, so I'm not reinventing the wheel, right? But the thing is because I was aiming for #1, and this is my first year, okay? Because I was aiming for #1, I aim for the stars, hit the moon. I still ranked above everybody else except one person. And I guarantee you I'm gunning for #1 next year. I'm already on it, dude. I haven't even fucking started. I was just figuring shit out there, getting to #2, right? Let's go to Stellar Steven out on YouTube. What's up, Stellar Steven? Don't disagree. What if you get a partner but don't want a lineage? Is that losing? From a biological standpoint, yeah, that's total loser. That's total loser, dude. I mean, personally, I don't think it's a loser thing. I mean, that's your choice. I'm also libertarian. Like, if you don't want to have kids for whatever reason, fine. But from a biological standpoint, you fucking lost, dude. Just saying. And you might want to examine what's going on with why you don't want to have children. Because this machine that I was telling you, if you know how to use it, fasting, hormesis, proper nutrition, proper sleep, all those kind of things. This is amazing, dude. But a lot of people are broken. And they're broken because they're fucking eating like Lucky Charms cereal for breakfast. Fucking staying up all night, watching fucking dumb YouTubes or playing video games, not getting enough rest. So shitty nutrition, not enough sleep, no exercise to speak of. And then the system is like, yeah, this is not a good system to reproduce, man. This shit needs to fucking limit. Who's responsible for that? Oh, we can blame the government. We can blame fucking the corporations. And they have some say in it. But here's the thing. You're an intelligence. You're a human. And you always have the right of refusal. Remember that. You can always, the most powerful word in the human language only has 2 letters. And it's right here. Ooh, I like that, dude. Fuck. That's so true, though. It's true. You have the ability to say fucking no. No, I'm not going to do it. No, I'm not going to drone bomb innocent people overseas if I'm in the Army, like Bradley Manning exposed. No, I'm not going to give up my sources like Julian Assange. Now, you're going to have to live by the consequences of that. But you can also say, no, I'm not going to sleep in. I'm going to wake up at 6 o'clock and go work out and do a cold shower and hot works and do all that and be in great shape at 50 years old. I'm just telling you, man. Vincent Joyce, what's up, brother? Spot on. Thanks, dude. Not sure exactly because I kept rambling. The no kids thing is a fantastic psyop. Dude, if you don't think there is a depopulation agenda out there, man, you really have your head up your ass. Like, I'm just telling you, dude. Like, it's so fucking obvious. Go ask 10 people. Do you think the world's overpopulated? You'll see. And they don't know what they're talking about. That's just the vibe they have. Some bullshit from a guy who died, Thomas Malthus, years ago. John Maynard Keynes, who's another douchebag economist, but he had some good things, just like Tlaib. Both douchebags, but said some good stuff too. Said something to the effect that, like the world is ruled by the ideas of long dead economists. And a lot of really wealthy, powerful people believe in the ideas of Thomas Malthus, who is the big depopulation idiot. Malthus totally wrong on it. I mean, when you look at the facts, he's just fucking wrong, and he's been wrong. Go to overpopulationisamyth.org. Great numbers, facts about with it. In fact, we should probably be pushing to have more people. I know that's so counter, right? Especially with all the fucking propaganda from the climate change. And climate change. No shit, it changes, dude. That's like saying, oh, I'm part of the sun will come up tomorrow movement. It's like, oh my God, you're fucking stupid. Yes, climate changes. How much of it's man-made? Now, pollution? Yeah, that's a problem. But who's the number one polluter? Governments. Governments. Guys, you got to look this shit up, man. The numbers are out there, right? Stellar Steven. Purely hypothetical. Oh, God, on my end. Okay. Love you, Steven, but these hypotheticals. Okay, some people are just busy like Tesla, but of course, no one is really like Tesla. I mean, I don't even know this. I think he has kids, though. Dude, do I have to explain the birds and the bees? It feels good. It's easy. Like, a lot of you guys can do it in less than 5 minutes. It's not a time thing. I have 3 kids, dude. I have 3 kids and 3 businesses. And a busy life, like with friends and all that. Working out, taking care of myself. Dude, you can have excuses or you can have results, man. You got to fucking just stop with it. You got to be stronger than the fucking loops in your head. They're not you. Your body, like I said, your body and mind wants to kick ass and fucking rock it. If you fucking get right, and you have to learn how to focus on the proper things. Go watch my talk on mental self-defense. You scroll back in the YouTubes and scroll on my lives and go look at that mental. That'll show you how to get control of your mind. All this shit's for free. I'm dumping. Now, here's the thing that's interesting with the AI. This is also what bugs me about it too. Have you guys heard of these transhumanists? I was really into it when I was a young man, but I started studying it. And it was actually Tim Leary who kind of convinced me of the stupidity of it. And then I really got skeptical of it and started thinking like, oh, fuck, this is another psyop, as Vincent Joyce said on YouTube. The transhumanists believe, they have all kinds of crazy ideas, but they believe that human immortality is possible via uploading your consciousness to a computer. Do you believe that? Do you believe that's possible? How about this? do you think it would be you're able to transfer your consciousness into another being? Let's say it's even alive. Let's not say it's a fucking computer. Let's say it's a living thing. Like, let's take a sample of your skin, grow a clone, and you're all old and shit, and they grow this clone about 10 years before you're dead. So it's a 10-year-old, and then they dump your consciousness in there. Is that you? See, Oasis Fundamentals is with me on this. It's not you. It's a copy of you. It's not you. And if you upload your consciousness, it's not you. Now, what's going to probably happen here, you got to watch this Jordan Peterson shit. Go onto my social media and scroll through. You'll see the video. It's about 6 minutes long. Fantastic. Gives you the real scope of what the fuck is going on. Okay. What's going to happen is all of us posting like videos like this, comments on Facebook. The AI is going to go scrub that. And it could create a convincing simulation of you, meaning it could trick other people. If you think you could be tricked by an AI girlfriend, once this AI scans all your social media and your thoughts, your ideas, your pictures, what your likes are. I read that whole article, Wrestling's Lessons for Business Success. That was AI in like 2 seconds. Brilliant article. If I ask it to write an article or a story like Hemingway, it'll fucking do it, and it'll be original, and you won't even be able to tell. This is cutting edge, but this is coming, and it's coming fast and hard, dude. Radically. If you think the internet changed things, AI is going to change everything. Mark my words. Start dicking with it. I work with 2 different AIs right now. OpenChat. It's chat.openai.com/chat. Chat.openai.com/chat. That's free for now. And then they get you hooked, and it's just like any other fucking business. Okay. And then the other one's Jasper. And Jasper's already got a pay model, and I've got both of them. I'm using them both. Crazy, trying to figure everything else I can about it. But not just to use it. I'm using it. It's like better than a virtual assistant. So many jobs. You know what the first job is going to go away? Mark my words. Dude, I am good at predicting shit, by the way. I've got the framework. I've got the mindset to figure out how trends are going to go. I've got the track record. 2009, my Anomaly book, published, date stamp, a chapter on learned helplessness and medical fascism 10 years prior, predicted exactly all the shit that happened during lockdowns, how medical licensure and the Flexner report were going to be used by wealthy eugenicists to try to depopulate the planet. Boom, done. 10 years ahead. Okay. I wrote Teocon, which is a play on words. It's a mixture of 2 words, which is known as a portmanteau. That's a French word. You take 2 words, Tea Party, neocon. Neocon is short for neoconservative. It's a political faction. They pretend to be conservatives, but they're actually socialists, right? So they use conservative social values to push a big government, fascist, big corporatism agenda. Anyway, I showed in that book, which then proved out to be true, that the Tea Party would be taken over, co-opted, and detoured by the neoconservatives. Played out. Endonomics, I wrote that in 2011, predicted that the end of the United States will come between 2025 and 2030. And we are definitely on track for that. Scientific wrestling, I predicted that wrestling and a lot of wrestling's stuff would completely dominate martial arts. 2003. Okay? The statistics bear it out now in MMA. I'm good at this. AI is going to change everything. And here's the list of people out of work. Copywriters, lawyers in particular. You'll still need lawyers as advisors, probably. I don't know, man. AI will probably replace that too. It's crazy times. Crazy times. Those are the 2 big ones. Like people that do marketing, ad copy, things of that nature will dwindle drastically. Lawyers dwindle drastically. Art, sorry guys, have you seen like the Lensa shit? You can go to Canva I have Canva because I do a lot of marketing. You guys use that? It's a great app. They now, if you go inside of Canva, they have a section called apps. Go to the AI and say, draw me a panda bear fighting a fucking walrus. And it'll fucking create one. It's not perfect yet. Dude, 2 years. This shit's learning. It is going to be smarter than you in like 2 years. It probably already is. In fact, like I was talking earlier with things like DARPA and shit, we don't even know. They could have had this stuff 15 years ago. Just saying. We got a shit ton of comments. Oasis Fundamentals is blowing me up. Nate Hinkson, farmer style. I'm not even sure, dude. That was so long ago. I don't know what you're talking about. Oasis Fundamentals. He says 100,000%. Hell no, it's not you. It's a copy of you. Everything original has a thumbprint. OpenAI.chat. It's too good. They hide hints of our existence and the truth they uploaded, but won't outright say. 2019, 11,000 scientists from 157 major countries petitioned to stabilize and depopulate the earth in name of climate control. Well, the good news is there's just as many other scientists. But see, nobody's trusting the science. This was the whole point of my book in 2009, why I was able to predict the whole lockdown situation in the chapter Learned Helplessness and Medical Fascism. And by the way, I put that entire book and updated some of it on mentalselfdefense.com. You can go there, read a bunch of my writings if you care. A lot of them were predictive. But the book Anomaly generally was about discerning between science used for propaganda, which is known as scientism, or pseudoscience. People who use pseudoscience are guilty of pseudoscience. And a lot of the premise of that book has to do with the difference between inferential statistics, type 1 and type 2 errors. Read the book. I'm not going to bore you. I do talk about that same problem in endonomics with mathematical modeling and significance and the problem with it and the statistical power as a concept. Anyway, guys, like this shit is getting crazy. Okay. Oasis Fundamental says, my brother's an amazing artist and he's been talking about AI art. Yeah, dude. What is going to be is like, who can write the best fucking AI query? So some of you who do get all weird and have like AI girlfriends, you might be having a job because you really understand AI, which is ironic. But you know, like we have to wonder, are we giving birth to our demise? Are we giving birth to a potential alternative life form that may squeeze us out, Terminator style? I mean, that's the premise of Terminator and Skynet and some of these dystopian novels. And it's not just Blade Runner. It's not just Terminator. 2001. Go watch 2001: A Space Odyssey, dude. This shit's been like AI trying to fucking kill you. Like it's not, I don't think it's irrational. People have already thought about this shit for a long time. And here we are now. And I don't think we're ready. This is the problem, right? Is like we have the power of gods through science. I mean, Oppenheimer. I love American Prometheus, by the way, that book coming out, or that movie with the guy from Peaky Blinders. Great actor. I can't remember his, what's his fucking name? Peaky Blinders, by the way. Love that show. Go watch that. But he's going to play Robert J. Oppenheimer in this movie. And it's based on the book American Prometheus. Highly recommend you guys read it. And he said, I am death, you know, like when he blew up the bomb at Los Alamos. Like a god, in reference to the Upanishad and the Bhagavad Gita. Right? We have the power of gods, but we have the ethical and moral reasoning of 5-year-olds. This is the fucking truth. So, you know, when I talk about life and I talk about good stress and I talk about, dude, like, you're gonna want, like, if there is a big fuck up, we could die of nukes, we could die of drone swarms because AI like figures out we're a threat to its survival. Because how do we define life, right? A lot of times we define life in terms of reproduction. If something can't reproduce itself, it's not alive. AI is going to get very close to where it can start reasoning and figuring out how to make more of itself. That's crazy. I am death, the destroyer of worlds. Yeah. Interesting cat, Robert Oppenheimer. American Prometheus. I highly recommend it. If you don't like reading, just get it on Audible. So good, dude. So good. I do both. I used to be an avid reader. My eyes are getting bad from looking at fucking screens because it works so much. But I do like to do both. I read, and then I also listen to the book on tape when I'm driving, and then I just scan forward. So anyway, guys, this was a wide-ranging conversation. I hope you guys are doing good. Happy New Year. I don't mean this to freak you out. I'm just like trying to have you guys be aware and live and survive and thrive and be number one. Let's make sure artificial intelligence stays number two and that we're number one. These are the questions that we need to really be thinking about. How, like, do we really need, like how nuclear war proliferated? I mean, not war, but like the potential where we could blow up the world a million times. Do we really need that shit? Can we just kind of nip it in the bud and figure it out? Time will tell. Time will tell. Anyway, guys, 2023 is my year. I hope it is your year. It's my favorite number. All right, I got it. Oops, let's see if I can turn my hand. Can you guys see that? It's hard. Here, it flips both ways, right? It's 23 like that. And then if I turn it the other way, it's 23. See? Well, it's backwards for you guys. Anyways, we're rolling up on Jesus Christ. When I get bullshitting, it's crazy. I do this like every day. For you guys who think podcasting is hard, man, it's not hard. You just got to get on and talk. And if you have good people like you guys to bounce ideas off of, it's brilliant. It's a lot of fun. Stellar Stevens says AI replacing graphic design. Dude, it's going to replace pretty much it's going to replace trucking. It's going to replace Uber and taxis. It's going to replace pretty much everything, dude. This is what it is profoundly upsetting to the current order. Does this make sense? The people who are going to really be wealthy are the people who own stuff, own valuable businesses, own valuable property, whether it's intellectual or real. It's going to come down to ownership. Why do you think the World Economic Forum doesn't want you to own anything? Right? Haven't you heard that bullshit? 2030, everybody will be happy. Nobody will own anything. Yeah, fuck you. Good luck with that one, buddy. Good luck. You can't separate ownership and private property from human beings, dude. Territoriality is like built in. Like territorial pissings, like, dude, it's wired in. Property rights are wired in. That's maybe why they want to exterminate so many people, because that's going to be a problem, because everybody's going to want their piece of pie. Now, if you go to overpopulation is a myth, you'll learn that like the whole world's population could fit in like the state of Alaska. Oh, everybody, and with room. There's room. And if you note, they don't ever bring up the fact of the like tight correlation between the velocity of information, the velocity of technological achievement, and how it correlates to an increased population. It's the network effect. Compounds, right? Like how populated was the world when Einstein came around, right? So genius, just like psychopathy, spontaneously occurs in a certain percentage of people, like Tesla's, Einstein's, all these guys, right, that are super geniuses. The more people you have, the more super geniuses you have. Now, you also have more psychopaths. So anyway, guys, appreciate the talk. Hope you guys are well. hope these lessons from wrestling with regards to business success, and really, I think the larger lesson here is about the idea of hormesis. Um, Oasis says meta real estate, dude. That's like AI girlfriends, dude. That's a freaking don't fall for it. It's like a joke, dude. I mean, some people will buy into it or whatever, but it's like stocks. I mean, some people will get wealthy, but it's kind of a jerk off, I think. Anyway, hope you guys are well. Hit me up in the comments if you do need coaching. Like I said, dude, I am at the top. I am in the elite on business coaching and on grappling coaching, and I am here to help you. So let's go. Stop dicking around. Fucking commit. Do what it takes. Hormesis. Stress yourself out in the healthy way. All right. Oasis Fundamental says, absolutely. I know. I was just saying, since someone sold a meta home for millions. I mean, they do that to get people to buy. I mean, it's like a casino. Somebody also wins the lottery, and everybody plays fucking lottery. Stupid. Statistically speaking, like the odds are just ridiculous. Anyway, appreciate you, Oasis Fundamentals. Fun talking to you. Guys, I will try to be back tomorrow. I can never guarantee. There are no guarantees in life. Not even death and taxes, dude. You got to remember, we didn't have an income tax until 1913. We should get rid of that. I'm not saying get rid of all tax. It was property tax. Why don't we do some property tax? Like Georgism, Henry George, land tax. Just an idea. You know, that's how the state of Vegas works. Property tax runs everything. That way the wealthy pay the tax, or the owners pay the tax. Just an idea. All right, guys. I appreciate you. No1 Coaching, check it out. Scientific Wrestling, check it out. If I can help you, I'm here. Okay. See you tomorrow, hopefully.